Not just Patriot, secret Ukraine's weapon, range 300 km. This is at least the second instance of aircraft being hit at a distance of 200 kilometers. 1. The long-range radar detection aircraft A-50 was hit at approximately 256 kilometers from the front line. 2. The Tu-22M3 bomber. The aircraft was shot down at a distance of about 300 kilometers from Ukraine. An interesting question arises: how and with what? The Tu-22M3 bomber could have been shot down by the Patriot complex, writes analyst Build. This conclusion was reached by Build expert Julian Reitke after analyzing publicly available data. The supersonic strategic bomber was returning to base in Mozdok after another attack on Ukraine. It crashed near the Bogomolov farmstead in the Stavropolya Krai. The Russian Ministry of Defense claims that a technical malfunction led to the crash. Reitke considers this extremely unlikely and notes that the video shows the right engine of the aircraft on fire. According to BILD, the range of the Ukrainian Patriot system is about 160 kilometers. However, the Tu-22M3 crashed 370 kilometers from the territory controlled by the Ukrainian Armed Forces UAF. As Reitke speculates, the Ukrainian missile hit the aircraft before it crashed. The crew attempted to save the plane and managed to fly about 170 kilometers with a damaged engine in a few minutes, but it eventually crashed. Hence, the pilots were able to eject. The minimum distance from Kherson to Sevastopol is 230 kilometers from where the Tu-22M3 aircraft launched its missiles. The range of some Patriot modifications is 160 kilometers. Here arises the question: has Ukraine indeed improved the S-200 air defense complex to a range of 300 kilometers? Officially, no. The S-200 does not reach 300 kilometers. It is designed for 240 to 260 kilometers against long-range radar detection aircraft. However, something is working that can shoot down aircraft at a range of 300 kilometers. For example, the first A-50, which was shot down near Mariupol, could technically be within the range of the Patriot missile system. But the one in the Krasnodar Krai, that distance is definitely beyond the reach of the Patriot system. As for the S-200, this is beyond the technical characteristics of the Soviet complex. But then begins a realm of speculation. For example, the S-200 missile could have been upgraded by abandoning the archaic guidance system. The S-200 uses semi-active radar homing. The target must be illuminated by a very large radar, with an antenna area of 24 square meters. The missile of the S-200 complex is then guided to the reflected signal. If, for instance, this Soviet guidance system is replaced with something more modern, add satellite navigation and communication systems so that the missile can receive updated target data during flight, then in theory, it is possible to achieve a hit with the S-200. However, there is no confirmed official information regarding this. Or, we could be talking about a completely different missile system or other capabilities of Ukraine that hit the Tu-22M3 bomber.